Hi, Dr. Goldman again. It's Julia one more time. This time with Good Gut, Bad Gut. Alright, oh, I better roll up the sleeves. Nothing. And nada. Okay, so let's start with Good Gut. I'm going to be using both sides of the paper for this. Good Gut will typically start off with a natural birth. And it will include breastfeeding, and then diet will mainly consist of fermented food. Like, you gotta make sure that you have fermented foods and as you grow older. I'm just gonna list out a few. Sorry, I can't remember everything. But let's see, kombucha, sauerkraut. Fun fact, in my heritage, we call it kapusta instead of sauerkraut, so it's always weird hearing everyone call it sauerkraut. Yogurt, but it has to be plain full fat. And miso, just to name a few. So let's draw our healthy girl here. She's got some bug eyes. So, good gut. So here's her epithelial, basis of her epithelial lining. And the hepatic portal vein. Ooh. That's a weird looking thing, but we'll go with it. Just gonna name a few things for now, and then we'll get right into it. So let's start with our epithelial cells. They are very, very tight. It's like a plush rug. This allows for peristalsis. Oh, and I'm gonna write what does she eat. Because we're gonna answer that question as well. Besides that. Okay, so like a plush rug. See how tight they are, and they have like these nice little groove things. Like, that's how we want the stomach to look. We'll add some good bacterium in there. We'll just use orange and green. And they're just like little squigglies, but they get the job done. And there's pretty much like an adequate amount of them. So what does she eat? This diet consists of poultry, and chickpeas. And that's obviously not everything that she eats, but those are two great examples. And here's TRP. Provides amino acids. And we have bacterium. Good gut bacterium. To be specific. Then we have 5-HTP, and here we have 100%. We'll draw a little box around it. Made here for peristalsis. You know, helps empty out gastric emptying. We also have some serotonin here, about 85%. So that's why if we have a good diet, then we have a good serotonin uptake, and we are happy. So then we go to the liver, then to the brain through the hepatic portal vein. We have some 5-HTP going up this way. Let's mark our hepatic portal vein. Got 5-HTP again up here. Then produces serotonin. I'm just going to move quickly and see because I'm getting a little antsy. Oh boy. Okay. So then this controls appetite, so we'll have a moderate appetite, mood balance, and then goes NT, which goes sleep, adequate sleep, memory, adequate memory. Won't be forgetting things because a lot of depressed people unfortunately forget things. Regular sexual dysfunction. Sexual function, not dysfunction. Yeah. So let's go on to our bad gut. That one's a little more intense. Oh, yeah. I think it's just put my name on this one. Bad gut, so starts with the C section. Oops, I'm falling over. Formula. Increase sugars. Increase gluten. So let's draw. Sorry, move it again. Just getting antsy. Okay. Let's draw our girl again, but this time she has bad gut. Not happy. Feeling pretty crappy. What does she eat? We're gonna go down here. She has a bad diet. I'm gonna put that in all caps because it's very important to stress this. Barely any fermented foods. She has white foods, such as pasta, bread, like all processed foods, white flour, not good. sugars. And rice, white rice. So it's kind of like a big jump. I'll keep going. And her whole thing is down here because she has bad guts, so her epithelial cells are much worse. They're spaced out. They're really not, and then they turn into like these floor-like tile or tile-like floor cells. So I'll write that here, epithelial cells become. She's depressed, and she has to stand for coronavirus, but it'll get better. Come floor tile cells. This causes leaky gut, or wait, no, tight junctions, or no tight junctions, I should say. Equals leaky gut, aka no peristalsis, and constipation. Not good. And then remember how we had that good bacterium all spread out? This time we don't. So we have like a little asterisk marks that represents bad bacteria / pathogens. And then we have excessive overload of candida. And then remember how we had that nice line going into the liver and the brain? This time we don't. We just have these little squiggly lines here with the candida and bad bacteria. So of course this is going to make for a sad brain. So then we have this going on. So this, well, I'll get to this in a minute. So autonomic dysfunction. Destroys neurons. And we have what is called a leaky brain. And if that doesn't scare you, I don't know what does. Because of stress. And then we have cortisol. Which decreases, so higher levels of cortisol decrease gastric emptying, which leads us up to the constipation and no peristalsis. From our leaky brain, we get inflammation. And we're gonna kind of highlight that a little bit. Which leads to chronic disease. So it really makes you think about what you're putting in your mouth and body. just all of this can happen from just some potato chips. Well, every day and eating bread and whatnot. But getting back onto our thing. Will she make serotonin? Absolutely not. SSRIs work? No, because there's no serotonin. So, where does that bring us? Poor appetite. Mood changes for the worse. Cognition decreases. Your emotional level increases. There's connection, obviously, between the two. Get less sleep as well. But yeah, that's what can come from a bad gut. I'm just gonna quickly and we'll just flip it over one more time for the good gut. Alright, that should be it.